I want you to envision me about 9.5 years ago. I had just gotten started in network marketing. I had started at 270 plus pounds. I was $40,000 in credit card debt. And I was selling weight loss, of course, because that made sense. And I was searching for answers. I had done real well for about 6 months because I had some relatives that had crazy weight loss story. They had lost 175 pounds each. So anybody that saw them bought, and I was making money. But after about 6 months, my circle of influence dwindled down. You know, people quit diets, they gave up and so on. And all of a sudden, I was left to my own devices. And I was wandering the web. Remember, this is like early 2000, so the web wasn't what it is today. I was crawling the bookstores, and I was picking up every book I could find about network marketing. And this was one of the earliest, I think we're having a glare, earliest books that I found. And it's called The Greatest Networker in the World by Milton Fogg. And maybe some of you guys have seen John around Facebook. Maybe you've seen him around the net and on Twitter. But I want to read a couple things to you. And in the book, right at the beginning, it says, I'd been involved with this one particular network marketing company for a little over 4 months, and it wasn't going very well. In fact, it was looking a lot like a bad joke. The products were great. Everybody I shared them with agreed with that. But for the life of me, I couldn't get anyone interested in my business opportunity. I was working 30 hours a week part-time, all my evenings and most of my weekends. And what I had to show for it was a little retail profit of $150 to $200 a month. Guys, this is where I was. I had done real well. I made about $1,000 for several months in a row, and then I was down to $150 to $200. And as the book opened, I was stunned because this is exactly how I felt. And it tells the story of a man who was just about to give up on his network marketing career when he met the greatest networker in the world. And that networker spent some time at dinner with him, and then he took him under his wing. And what's going on right now, and I don't know if you guys have heard about it, Milton Fogg, the man who wrote this book many moons ago, who has interviewed every top networker in this industry, who's run all the professional publications about this industry. He's been the chronicler of this industry for, oh gosh, John, I apologize. I mean, I know of 10 years, and I'm thinking it's more like 15, 17 years or so, maybe even 20. He's been the guy that's seen it all, chronicled it all, and he's the guy who wrote the book. And just like in this book, the man who is frustrated finds himself being invited out to the ranch of the greatest networker. And the greatest networker, and I lost my page, and I'm so sorry, but hey guys, you know what? This is real, and I'm going to show you how real it gets on this video. You know, I could have made it all fancy. But the greatest networker invites him and says, hey, basically, do you want me to show you how to do this business? And he takes him up to his house, and he invites him for the next morning. Well, this summer, John is doing something very special that he's never done before. He's had different events, but he's actually doing something where he's taking people right out, literally, to his home. And I want you guys to take a look at the link that I've listed here with this video, because it has the details on how you can spend the weekend with the man that many, many moons ago, every Tuesday afternoon, I tuned into his call with my hopes and my dreams, and he taught me about relationships. He taught me about what he calls shipping, friendshipping and relationshipping. And he taught me to lead with value. This was before all this attraction marketing talk, before all of the, all what's the rage now. I've been doing this for 9.5 years, guys. My teachers, and I was so fortunate to find them, were doing this ages ago. Leading with value, leading with content, writing, speaking, doing free conference calls, and providing help and hope to everybody that had a dream in this industry. And that's what I try to do today. Provide free and low-cost training for people who have a dream, and people who can understand the leverage of this industry and can understand the relationships of this industry and can understand how this industry could change their life. So fast forward now to almost 2010. In a month or so, I'm celebrating my 10th year in this industry. I lost over 100 pounds. I paid off all that debt. I've become very, very successful. And guys, I'm passing on the gauntlet to you. If you haven't read this book, and I'm sorry about the glare, if you haven't read The Greatest Networker, follow the link and go get it. At the very least, it's a very reasonable book. This copy was $9.95. I think this copy is a few years old, so maybe it's up to $12.95 now. You can't not be in this industry without having read this book. And if you're in the market for true change and you want to spend a weekend with the man who has studied and worked with every major marketer that's ever come through the doors of this industry, check it out. Get with John, talk to him, and he can teach you some things that could really change the way you approach your business, really change the way you handle your prospects, and really change the way you think about yourself. So it's just like in the book, and it's going up and driving up the long driveway to his house and knowing that behind the doors of that house lies change for you. So check it out, guys. And John, thank you for everything you did for me and still do for me. I appreciate you more than you know. And it's my honor and privilege to be able to express that now to you personally, and just share you with maybe some of the newbies coming up in the industry that haven't met you yet. So John Milton Fogg, the greatest networker in the world, and the mastermind weekend that he's holding coming up.